All right, welcome to another episode of Critical Wade Theory. So there is a fan running here, and it's probably going to make my voice sound a little weird. So I I guess that's proof that I'm not AI, though. Well, probably anyway. But anyway, I'm going to look at a story behind a song that helped shape music, and that's right. This is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, one of their most iconic tracks, American Girl. And, this is just one of those songs that's catchy, likable, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure there are some people out there who don't like it, but I would just have to say why. Why bother hating this one? It's just a likable song. Anyway, it was released in 1977 as the second single from their self titled debut album. American Girl didn't make a huge splash at first. In the US, it barely scraped the charts, peaking at number 109 on Billboard's Bubbling Under list. Not exactly a hot debut, but while the song struggled commercially, something else was happening. FM radio DJs picked it up, and fans they latched onto it. And over time, American Girl grew into a cornerstone of the Heartbreakers live shows, often closing out concerts. And what made this track so irresistible? Well, it starts with that bright, jangly guitar riff, straight out of the Byrds playbook, echoing Roger McGuinn's 12 string sound. And Petty used a Fender Strat plugged into a Vox amp, from what I understand, and that helped give it that ringing, chime like tone. Add in the urgent driving rhythm and a splash of that power pop energy, and you've got the DNA of what would become the Heartbreakers' signature style. And what a track it is. I think this is considered a rock classic for a reason. As far as like the lyrics and the theme, well, lyrically, American Girl tells the story of a restless young woman yearning for something more, like freedom, excitement, and escape. And there's some balcony imagery overlooking US Route 441 in Gainesville, Florida. And that imagery has been picked apart endlessly by fans, the people who really pay attention to the words. And some swear the Beatty Towers dorm at the University of Florida inspired the song or the reference in the song. And there's even an urban legend about a girl who jumped from that dorm. But Tom Petty always denied that claim. He said the song wasn't about anyone in particular. Still, the lines about the waves crashing on the beach and the ache for something beyond the horizon, those universal feelings are what made the song timeless, and they really help feed the urban legend itself. It seems like it might have a deeper, more specific meaning, and I think some people they're probably longing for these types of urban legends to be in these songs. I almost said urgent legend, urban legend. They like that kind of stuff, and of course, this song it kind of stumbled out of the gate, like I said, but American Girl went on to become one of Tom Petty's defining tracks. Rolling Stone ranked it in their 500 greatest songs of all time. It became a fan favorite in concert, and its pop culture footprint is huge. And that's a little bit because of its appearance in Silence of the Lambs. I'm sure that didn't hurt it. It's apparently also been in The Sopranos and countless other places. And it really does fit the vibe of, a lot of what people imagine when they imagine the restless American teenager or whatever, the young adult. I suppose it doesn't have to be a teenager, somebody maybe in their 20s, and they're just looking for something more. This album or this song really captures that vibe. And by the time critics and fans reevaluated Petty's catalog, American Girl wasn't it wasn't something to be dismissed. It became a classic rock staple. it was practically part of the American songbook. And, it doesn't hurt that it has the word American in the title. And in the end, American Girl is just a great rock song. It's an example of Petty's gift for writing music that's both simple and profound. It's a song that missed the charts, but hit the hearts of generations. And, it's about longing, about standing on the edge of the unknown, and about that restless spirit that keeps us moving forward. And, American Girl is a track that proves sometimes the songs that start small end up becoming some of the biggest songs of all. And I think this is one of those songs that really will uh, be in the American songbook. The rock and roll era is well represented in this song, I think. Well, thanks for listening. I hope I did the song justice. Obviously, I didn't go too ridiculously in depth, but this is just like a little tribute uh, to this song. And if you liked this episode, make sure to subscribe and share it, hit a like button, all that kind of stuff. Feel free to comment. And, all that helps us keep telling the stories behind the music, not just me, but other content creators out there who want to relive the good old days of the rock and roll era. All of us increasingly old fogies who are just nostalgia hounds. And this song review has been on the back burner for a little while, and actually Spotify was down yesterday, so I wasn't able to record this episode then. But I've got it now, and if you want me to cover other classic rock songs like this one, just nod in the direction of that song and let me know about it. All right, have a fantastic day.